Welcome to another video. Today I want to show you how I use the new anti-gravity from Google to edit my user interface. And I found a very nice website where we can have so beautifully designed buttons and other interface things. And then we just copy or export the code there and give it to our AI agent to fix it for us. So I've already found buttons here, for example, and here, this one, and I want the get started button to be there too, like this. So I want the button to have the same style code, and both of these buttons use it, so it's then easily maintainable. And so to show you this page here, so you can just browse different interface elements, cool buttons, and you test it, you click on it, see the effect. For me and my project, I'm using React. So we just export here and click on React and have all of this here. I just copy it, tell the agent here to generate this button style and copy it into this. Then I can normally with one try get it working in that way. Now to this, actually had the prompt here, and I copy that over here. And what I have written is that on the landing page, the get started button in the top right corner header shall have the same styling and animation as the get started button that is on the page. Refactor if needed, so the buttons share the same code and it's well maintainable. Say it's the fast mode. Just choose the Gemini 3 Pro High just to make sure it's doing the job correctly. Find out soon if it's able to do it. While the agent is working on this project, I can share a few things that I'm currently using. So explain how this actually gets pushed into the live version. So when this is finished, then I have to push the change into my GitHub project folder, and the new anti-gravity code editor, which is a fork of Visual Studio Code, is synchronized with the GitHub project that's in the cloud. So here it's the changes here, they appear here, so I can commit the changes to the cloud, where when this is finished to the place where my web application is currently hosted, which is Replit. So have a paid plan of Replit, and I had a cheaper price, I think a year ago, more than a year ago, as an early adopter or something. It was 120 euro for 1 year, and a few months ago I could extend it for another year for the same price, which is now not available anymore. But anyways, I wouldn't recommend using it because the agent that they offer is very expensive. You will pay for every edit, I think at least 20-30 cents, but it can also be up to a few euros if it's a more complicated task. So I'm not really using Replit to edit or use AI edits, but I have it hosted here, and I can, in this window, this is the Git control window, the interface, I can fetch the newest changes from the cloud. So that's the way how my changes here, which are local, it's a local copy of my cloud. And the Google Gemini 3 Pro has edited here in my local copy of my project things. Just accept all. Say landing page UI style. Transfer to another button. Sync the changes. They will now get uploaded. And when I go to Replit, see here that now there's one commit that was pushed, and now I can pull it here into the Replit project. This is pulled. I can go into the preview, refresh the preview, quickly see if this has worked. So it has, it's now with the same animation. And maybe another thing I can show you that is right now very nice is that Replit offers free usage of a fast mode of their agent to have a highlighting effect. Features and pricing buttons here in the menu. It's like just for quick scrolling here. So want a scrolling animation. So this is just right now, it's for free for limited time. They want to have people test this. It can edit things very fast, and you need to be very specific with the description of what needs editing. So I will try to have it edited now. So what we want here is highlighting effect over the pictures that missing button in the header. Specify the colors or anything. I will just see what it comes up with. Probably have a quick look at the rest of the code of the page and the color scheme. Hopefully it will choose something that fits the general theme here. And it said in the thinking that it has decided on a highlighting. It has it multiple times, but this fits, I think, here. Even the background color here is very nice. So that is a quick thing here. To press it to not jump, but to scroll into position. Because I think it's very confusing if you are jumping. As a user, it can make you lose your orientation on the page. So I will say change the jumping to position, click the header. Let's just sing into a smooth scrolling effect. So while it's doing that, I will show you here in the Replit agent settings that the fast mode is now free for a limited time. If you set it to the autonomous mode, you can set here some level of autonomy and even some other settings that I honestly haven't even tried. It was so expensive to even use that. Many euros have just accumulated so quickly. I was kind of shocked. And, for a while now, I have been using ChatGPT Codex Cloud, and recently I changed to the new Google Gemini 3 Pro because it's currently free to use. And, first used it in the Google AI Studio, but there I couldn't connect it to my Git project. And then I found out that they also have released this application, the anti-gravity editor. And there, like we are used to from Visual Studio Code, we can have the synchronization. I can push and pull into our main cloud project folder. So we change with scrolling effect. So yeah, this is how I nowadays go about working on the user interface, which is so convenient and so quick to do that. And there are not many errors happening anymore with these new models, and get effects like this for UI elements, it was a real pain in the ass to do it manually a few years ago. At least for me, I had no specific enjoyment in doing that. I just want to get the result and have it working. And I'm always focused on like the bigger picture of what I want the app to do or to enable the user to do. And I have no time to sit for hours on the code of one element to make it look nice. It's me, it's just a waste of time, you know. So to now have my own front-end developer agent or agents, you could say, it's a whole new way of building applications. It's I think very sad for UI designers that they may be needed to publish their very nice UI elements and animations on a page like this, or even sell them there. I don't even know if other pages like this exist where I can buy maybe even better designs or other designs. If you know of a page like this, you can write it into the comments, and I will be thankful for that. But for now, this has already blown my mind, and I have started to implement some of these elements into my app a few days ago, and I'm very delighted and very satisfied. So it's very fun to upgrade my UI now, and maybe I will show you some other elements in another video. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.